Hey guys, Tyler here. It is time to understand. We're at World 3. We have to figure out the patterns and the rule sets of each of these levels just based off of what's given to us. So it wants us to click and then click on this empty box that apparently completes the rule sets. Although if I do the same on the circle, it only gets one rule. A square, it only gets another. What if I go circle to empty? What if I go empty to square? What if I hit all three? That just activates the second rule. So this is the only one that satisfies both rules. Let's try this again. It doesn't work that time. Let's go empty to empty. Empty to empty. Going vertical works. What if I go on a bend? What if I go vertical the other way? Okay, so a vertical line, no go. I wonder if it has to do with the position of the squares. Like, what if I'm supposed to do this bend? So here, it's an empty space between a circle and a square as the start, and here, it's an end space between a circle and a square. Now, this is difficult because it's not a single gap in between a circle and a square, it's a double gap. Maybe it's all the empties next to a circle? Well, but then this one needs to be filled in. Maybe all the empties next to exactly one circle? Of course, you can't draw that. How about this? How about this? What if you have to cover all the space that's adjacent to a shape? So that's a no-go, but this is adjacent to all shapes. And what if I do it like this? It's probably the same. Let's try this one. So all the space that's adjacent to a shape, got to start something like, maybe it doesn't matter if I get some extra ones as long as I get the important ones. No, it's a no-go. What about just next to the square? I'm not sure. I keep getting the rules proved wrong. My interpretation proved wrong, rather. Maybe I'm supposed to go around the circles? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I went around the circles. That's cool and all, but I can't really do the same here. Yes, I can. Oh boy, I'm half guessing at this. That's no good. Let's try surrounding the squares. Just see what happens. What if this was like a witness like segregation puzzle the whole time? What if that was the rule? You know, that fits for everything. And I only realized after solving it. So what happened is that this line is just a line in the sand in between the circles and the squares. Squares can have squares touch each other, but the circles can't be touching the squares. They could be touching other circles. That's my only guess, and it's funny that I figured it out on the last level. Probably not my best at deducing the rules, but it could have been a lot of things, really. So again, it wants me to double click on the empty in the beginning, and it seems the first rule might just have to be that it's only empties. Yeah, it's only empties. Now, is this another... this could be another type of segregation puzzle. We're splitting apart the two of the same type. What if I split like this? So maybe in each section that's sectioned off by a line, there can only be one of each shape. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's see. I would have to do it like this then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like that. Yeah, I'm really leaning towards it now. Let's do it like this. Yeah, that's definitely the rule. 100%. So we've been asked to draw a line from a circle to square. What if I go from circle to empty, empty to square? Okay, what if I don't make the direct line? Interesting. The first rule is that it starts with the circle, second rule that ends with the square. Third rule could be that it has to be a direct line. Whoa. Okay. Maybe the third rule is that it has to pass through the middle. Maybe the third rule is that it has to pass through the middle. Maybe the third rule... Well, this is weird. Maybe it's circle, circle, square, as long as it passes through the middle. Then it's circle, circle, square, square. Uh-oh. This one doesn't have a middle. It's the first freaking grid without a direct middle. Because this doesn't work, right? And this doesn't work? Whoa, that one does work. Does this work? Okay, well, time to learn something new about the rules. I have a weird guess. Is that the empty areas, they're sectioned off to be two distinct empty areas. So this would be one, this would be two, this would be one, this would be two, one, two. But of course, it still has to start at this and end at the square. Well, does this work? Interesting. I think it actually was the two distinct empty areas. I'm not quite sure then Oh, well, it started with the circle and ended with the square and the whole thing. So yeah, I did get all 3 rules. It's time for 3-4. We want to go star to star. What if I go through the triangle? That's only 1. What if I go over? That's fine. Star to triangle. That's only the last rule. So I think the middle one is that triangles must be avoided. What? Okay. So it doesn't have to start or end with the star. What if I miss a star? I think the first rule is that every star needs to be hit, but it doesn't have to start with one. Yeah, every star needs to be hit. Oh, what is this though? Maybe the final rule is that you can't go through the middle. It actually might be. There is no middle though. Alternative hypothesis is that there must be only one empty area. That's my guess. So what, would this work? Yeah, it does work. So, okay, the rule is simple, but the actual execution is hard. That looks like it could be it though. Very nice. Right, so there's a common theme about all this. It seems to be relating to the squares that we don't cover up with a line. Once again, circle to circle works. Circle to square gets half. Circle to circle through the square is okay. 3 out of 4. Empty to empty is half. Oh, you can do circle to itself. What about square to itself? That only gets 1. Feels like rule 1 is start at a circle, rule 2 is end at a circle, and then rule 3 is don't go through squares. And then I'm not sure what rule 4 is. Maybe there has to be 2 sections? Maybe there has to be 1 square per uncovered section. Let's try it. Yeah, so far so good. So something like this. Yeah. 1 square per uncovered section. Yeah. Well, there's no squares, so that just works. 1 square per uncovered section. This isn't so easy to draw. I can't get every circle. That doesn't matter. But there might be some sort of weird catch if there's multiple circles I miss. Let's just hope that ends up not being the case. And this could work. Yeah, we pretty much got the rule. It was a slight thing I missed about the circles, but I pretty much got it. Okay, circle to circle again. What happens if I go same circle to same circle? What about square to square? What about circle to square? What about square to circle? All right, rule 1 is that it starts with the circle. Rule 2 is that it ends with the circle. And then rule 3, well, we isolated it. Yeah, 2 equal sections. Maybe this will help out. So circle to circle. And the sections are mirrored, but that doesn't matter. What if there's 2 squares in the same section? Yeah, I guess. Let me do it like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. 2 squares in the same section. Nothing. What? Okay, maybe there's 2 circles in the same section. Well, that's not 2 circles in the same section. What about this? 2 circles in the same section, and there's only 1 section of uncovered stuff? So it would have to be something like this. No. Gotta start and end with a circle. Well, there's only so many ways to start and end with a circle. So maybe it's not 2 of the same shape, it's just 2 of a shape in an empty section. Okay, a little bit extra leeway. Well, it seems like I'm right about 2 to a section. Okay, so connect circles, 2 to a section. Otherwise, this is gonna be weird. Let me try it like this. Up here and like that. So that's a no. Well, some of the sections don't have 2. Take that as you will. So let's try to maybe get rid of that. Like this. Wow, it is exactly 2 shapes per uncovered section. It's time for 3-7. Circle to square. Who knows what this could mean? There's 5 rules we have to solve. Oh boy. All right, so starts with the circle, could be a rule, ends with the square, could be rule 2. And this completes rule 5. I feel as one of the rules is don't cover up a triangle. But as far as the other 2 go, I have no idea. Like this. All right, again, it still seems too easy. Do we think the sections have to be symmetrical? Oh, they do actually. They just have rotational symmetry. Well, what about this? You can't really have symmetry here. Well, I guess the idea is that if you don't need, or if you can't have symmetry, you might as well just have 1 section. So here we want symmetry, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is fine, and this is fine. Just any symmetry. Symmetry, that's what it's about. That is not symmetry? So rule 5 is the tricky one. Huh. Oh, this is interesting. Weird idea. So we can almost break this up into 3 sections. A section of 4, a section of 4, and a section of 4. Here's 2 sections, both the size 6. 3 sections, 5, 5, and 5. And here it's 6, 6, and 6. So it could be about symmetry, but it doesn't even have to be. It looks like it just has to be about equal sizes. So this is all 7s. And now I have to really count. Great. Okay, so it's an 8 by 8. So I'll just cover up 32 spaces. I think this adds up to enough. I thought this was 32 and 32. Still, no. I mean, the areas are equal between the 2 triangles, but then my own thing is unequal. But you can't divide 64 by 3. That's what I don't get. That's because it's not 64. It's 8 by 9, not 8 by 8. Son of a gun. Okay, well, you can divide that by 3. It's just 24 per. Okay. Is this equal to 24? Yeah, it is. And I gotta do big math here. 8 times 12, that's 96. Divided by 3 is 32. Oh, wait a second, though. What is this? There's 3 triangles. So I have 4 equal sections of size 24 each. That's not too bad. I just gotta divvy them up properly. So 4 by 6 is the size of that. And then 4 by 6 is the size of that, and that should add up. Is that not 24? Is the bottom one too big? The bottom one must be too big. Oh, 26. Never mind. I thought I had 25 for some reason. There we go. 24 apiece. What a strange level. All right, let's do 3/8. Wants me to double click here. Why? Here works? What about this? No, what about that? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what to make of this. Let's just try a different one. Similar idea. All I'm doing is really separating a single circle from the rest. What about now? Separating a single circle from the rest. Separating both circles doesn't work. Separate a single circle from the rest is no good. Jesus Christ, I got that by accident. What did this just do? Hold on, does this do the same thing? Does this do the same thing? No. Does this do the same thing? Is it because I happened to section off a circle and 2 squares? Well, this is a circle and 1 square. I have no idea. Let's try this theory again. Okay. Well, I'm either sectioning off a circle and 2 squares or a circle and 1 square. Maybe you can't have 2 sections with the same amount of symbols in them? Maybe that's a theory? Circle 3 squares? I guess there's 1 circle per section. Does this work still? No. 1 circle per section maybe could have merit at least, because that's true for everything else. Maybe at least that's part of the rules, and we're at the boss one. So I don't know everything there is to know. Well, 1 circle per section, and maybe no identical sections. Let's hope for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 0 squares, 4 squares, 3 squares, and 1 square? So something like this? I think I almost positively got it, yeah. So each of the circles are in different sections, and the amount of squares in each section are also different. So 1, 3, 0, and 4. I'm 90% confident. All right, 3, 9. There's no empties this time, but there's still sections. Well, interesting that circles work, but squares do not. Again, circles work and squares do not. Does this work? No. And no. But yes. All I'm really gathering is that there's a single section of 3 tiles and a square. Single section of 3 tiles and a square. Wow. So here it's 3 tiles per. So like this. 3 tiles per square. Like that. I can draw this up however I damn feel like too. This could work. This could work. 3 tiles per square, including the one it exists on. And you gotta pass through the circles. This is a weird line to draw, though. Hold on, I think I finally see the line. It's a line I've been searching for forever. I think this is it. By God. Yeah, I mean, this is the pattern. I knew it all along. It took me forever to find this line. Not an easy one to find either. Jesus Christ. Well, this is certainly the first time this game has felt like a traditional puzzle game whatsoever. Still happy to get it done. 310 is last. So we're asked to draw from blank to blank. What if it's blank the same blank? Okay, as long as we're separating the stars? That's just a no. But that's halfway. Partial credit. Weird. Separating the stars. Not sure what to make of that. These are all good. That one's not good. So 2 stars on each side? Maybe 2 stars in each section? 2 stars in each section. There's no stars, but 2 of each in each section? Possibly, but that's harder to do. Because you can't really have 2 squares in a section, 2 circles in a section. But they can occupy the same section. Okay, just a larger puzzle now. This works. Alright. Actually feels like the witness now. That's hilarious. This does not quite line up. Give me a second. Something like this. Splitting in the beginning. And then a little bit of this separating them. Awesome. Got that rule down. Now it's time for the question mark. We have to go past the square into the empty. I moved the square. I pushed the square over here. I can push it down and then go into it. How far can I push it? Not very far. Is this the... I guess it's the only thing I can push. But pushing it there's no good. Where should I push it then? Well, maybe I could try pushing it towards me. I can jump over me. That's exciting. Oh my God. How am I supposed to know where the square goes? I can push my own circle. I can push anything. Huh. New progress. The important part is that it's still a line from circle to square. You probably have to push them at some point, or, you know, pushing them is optional, I guess, but it's important that it actually starts with the circle and ends with the square. Interesting. Well, but then there's all this other garbage. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, starts in the circle, ends in the square. That matters a little bit now. Maybe I have to push once. Maybe I have to push a little bit of everything. I don't know. What's so special about this play? Maybe I pushed something exactly 2 squares? Well, no, then this would work. It's just not rule 5. So what's rule 5 then? Maybe, oh, maybe I'm supposed to separate the different shapes? Well, wait. Well, wait. This solves rule 5, but not rule 4. So maybe it has to be 2 areas, and these different shapes still have to be together. Like that? Wow, I was right. So I keep them together, and there's only 2 areas I don't cover with the line. Now this is a bitch. Here there could be 3 areas I don't cover with the line. Let's see what I decide to work the best. Just push you around a little bit. Push you around a little bit more. Maybe something like that. Wow, yeah, keep the shapes apart. This I'm not sure, though, because I remember seeing this not working. Well, something like this. Maybe I need to cover up all the space. This could almost work. Well, we did get the 5th one done, so I do think I need to cover up every square. Maybe something like this. That works. Wow, okay. That wasn't even the final bit, though. I don't know what to do with these. Bam. No, of course not. It does look like these need to be in groups of 2. Back it up. We're maybe getting it now. That could work. Nice. Okay, wasn't too bad. I didn't solve one. Oh, of course. The hardest one. Well, that was the 3rd section. Very challenging, but not just because of figuring out the rules. Actually solving the puzzles has gotten exponentially harder. And I think I'll wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.